you guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys saw my last DIY video, I made these little pictures using a template that I printed on the computer, and I had a lot of questions asking where I got them from, like if I could share that, if I could share the template or whatever. Well, to be honest, I made them myself, so I'm not exactly sure if there's a way for me to share them, but I'm gonna show you guys a super duper easy way on how to make them. I made them with the program PicMonkey, and I don't know if you guys have heard of PicMonkey, but it's, you don't have to pay for the subscription. I pay for it monthly because I use it all the time with my YouTube thumbnails and whatnot. I use it all the time, but I will show you a way to use it where you don't have to pay. You don't get all the features that it offers, but you can still get the job done. And I think it's really easy. It may be a little tricky at first, just getting used to how to use the program, but I think it's really super easy. So I'm just gonna kind of go through and show you guys how I made those, okay? So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is obviously open up your internet, and I have it saved over here, and you're just gonna open up PicMonkey or type it in, PicMonkey. So I'm already signed in, but it doesn't matter. It will ask you if you want to try like a 7-day trial. You can totally do that, but make sure you cancel after 7 days because it will charge you. So yeah, so now I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through it and show you exactly how I did it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to design, and you can click on blank canvas, and it'll kind of give you like, you know, like a Pinterest pin, YouTube icon, Facebook story, like the size for those. But I don't usually have the greatest luck using those. So I just go to, I just click design, and then I just kind of make my own. So what you're going to do here is just, you want it to be white, and then you go down to resize, and you can either use it like this size if you are making like the little square sign, but if you want to make more of a rectangular sign, I like to use 1280 by 720. That's actually the size I use for my YouTube thumbnails. So this is a good rectangular size. So depending on what your project is, you're going to want to go ahead and pick your size. And then next I'm going over to the T's for text. And there are so many different fonts that you can choose from. I have a few favorites that I use pretty much all the time. So the first part I'm going to write, I'm using this Antonio one because it's kind of like closer together. And I'm typing out pumpkin patch. We're making the first one. This one is the one with the little pumpkins. So now if you go over to the little text box over there, you can customize. And so what I did was I went to effects and curve, and then I made the little arc. So I'm making it so that it has like the pumpkin patch is a little arc, and you can make it bigger. So you just kind of drag it to the size that you want it to be, and then you can kind of just center it to wherever you want it to be. So I want it to be pretty much all the way to the top and centered. All right, next I'm going to go over and pick the other text that I want, and I'm going to write in the hayrides, corn maze, and apples, or whatever order that was in. So I'm going to go ahead and type out what I want it to say. And then I liked how it was kind of like separated, the top part, so that I could put a little heart in the center. So you're going to kind of make it bigger so it's the size that you want, and then you can kind of so you just kind of have to mess around with it and like space it out to how you want. And then what I did was highlight the whole entire thing, and then go over to the little text box again, and I hit the center little, the center one, so that it would make it all centered. And that way it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. And then you just kind of move it to where you want it. You can make it bigger or smaller, however you want it to look. And then next I'm going to go in and look for the little heart that I want to put in the center. And you can use anything. Like you go to the butterfly and you can scroll through and look at all of the little shapes that they have. I wanted an apple, but I couldn't find an apple. You could probably go on Google and search for one, but I just thought I'd use a cute little heart. So once you click on the one you want, you can go ahead and change the colors. There's color 1 and color 2, and I just wanted to make it black and white so that it went with the picture. So you can just change it to however you want it. And this isn't the exact heart that I used in the first one, but this one's cute. And so you're just going to make it the size that you want and move it down. And then that is pretty much it for this one, because you're gonna cut out the wallpaper checkered and glue those on here. So next you're gonna go to export and you're gonna wanna name it. And I named it, I think I already had a pumpkin patch on here, which is why it wouldn't work. So I went to export to computer and it didn't exactly work because I already have one on there that said pumpkin patch, but that's normally what you would do. But now here, listen guys. So if you pay for the subscription, then you can go ahead and use that feature. But if you don't pay for it, what you're going to want to do is take a screenshot of this picture right here with your computer. You take a screenshot of it and then you can crop it to how you want it. So that is the way you can get away with not having to pay for the subscription. Obviously, I wouldn't do that a bunch of times. You know, just if you're planning on using PicMonkey a couple times, I would maybe just do it a couple times just so you don't get in trouble. So, all right, for this next one, I'm going to go ahead and go to design again, and I'm going to use this little square size. So you're just going to hit apply for the canvas color of white, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it this size because I'm going to do the haunted house one and I want it to be a square. So the next thing you're going to do is go up to Google and I'm going to search for cobweb PNG. And so all of these different pictures are going to pop up. This is how I got the little one in the corner. And I couldn't find the exact one I used, but I did find one that was pretty similar and that I thought was really cute. And you're just going to have to find one that's going to have like a white background and that is going to work with your picture. So I liked this little corner one right here that had a spider hanging from it. So I went ahead and clicked on that. And then you're going to go ahead and save the image, and you can either name it or just leave it how it is. I know where to find mine, so I didn't need to name it. And then you're going to go ahead and save it to your computer. And then when you go back into PicMonkey, you're going to go to that butterfly again and then go up to add your own from my computer. And then you're just going to have to go ahead and search for where you saved it and find the spider. And then it is going to pop up on your little canvas and you're going to just want to make it the size that you want it to be. So I wanted to make it a little bit smaller so it fit up in the corner. And with the first one I did, I used 2 of my cobwebs. I put one up there and then one in the left corner. But I figured this one wasn't going to look right, so I went back to my computer and I actually found the one I used the first time. So I went ahead and used that one and I just turned it all the way upside down. And I'm just going to throw that down in that bottom corner. And again, you're going to want to adjust the size and make it how you want it. And then once you have that down there, I'm going to go back over to the T for text, and I'm going to write in welcome to our haunted house. And I wanted to use like 3 different fonts for this one, so just pick whatever font you want. And I typed out welcome, and then I made it a little bit bigger and put it up in the top part wherever you want it. And yeah, like it's totally customizable however you guys want it to look. And then I just went ahead and changed the font a couple more times and then just wrote out welcome to our haunted house. And then again, you're just going to want to go ahead and either do a screenshot or go to export, name it, export to computer, and then you're just going to go ahead and find those on your computer and print them off. And if you do the crop or the screenshot, you are going to have to somehow crop it so that it's the right size, and then you can just go ahead and print that off as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Let me know if there's any other how-tos that you guys would like me to show you, any other things that I do with my DIYs that you guys would like to see. So yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful and we'll see you all soon. Bye!